So apparently no one could hear me and Andrew for the first part of this stream, and that's fine. We're not the important people. We're not who you need to hear here.
Wow. We're new here. Thank you.
Yes, right. Professionals. Welcome to Queer is Dope. So you just heard all about John.
First, thank y'all for having me. Oh, you got your baby there. Not so currently. I'm on the Hamilton tour, Angelica tour. I actually live in Houston, Texas, my hometown.
Thank you for enduring our live programming audio issues. But thank you for being here to be part of our Queer and Dope community and help us lift up the rest of our Queer and Dope community. Folks in the chat, we got a question. So what is your favorite scent of candle? Obviously, we've got John here. We're going to talk a little bit about of yours as we go. We also have Scott Allen Moffitt with us.
Mr. Moffitt.
Yes, hello. That's me. I'm a Los Angeles-based actor and dialect coach. That's mainly how I earn my bread and butter these days. I help actors, mostly auditioning, but I also help a lot of non-actors, especially English as a second language folks, try to acquire a more general American accent for their professional careers. I hope you know we just want to hang out with you. That's why we're here. We just want to have fun.
Well, that's why we invited you on. We want to hang out with you.
And that's why we invited all of you, the audience. If you are live in the audience tonight, you've got a really special role. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Fall Guys. But you in the audience are going to be keeping an eye out for maybe inspirational things that somebody says when they're talking about their business. Maybe stupid, ridiculous shit that somebody says when they're falling off a platform. Whatever you think would look good as a piece of art. So next Saturday, we're going to take whatever phrase that you guys identify as your favorite, and we're going to turn it into a piece of art. Our very first stream that we ever did, we came up with the phrase, "I'd be comfortable crying in most parts of Walmart." The following week, we got on Twitch. Our audience, we worked together to create this piece of art right here. And now it's available on www.queersdope.com as a print, as a shirt, and a mug. You can get this one as a mug. You can get this
also in a mug.
When I'm working with actors, my big goal is to give them independence as artists, right? I want to help them be able to teach themselves how to do any dialect or accent that they wish. And in addition to that, it's a lot of prepping for auditions. Sometimes it's working on roles that people have already booked. Or a big part of my business lately, like I said, is just helping people really find their own voice. Because whenever I get a call from someone that's like, you know, my accent is getting in the way of my career, I find that 90% of the time that has more to do with their own confidence levels and their own anxieties about their voice. Someone somewhere along the line gave them a note or criticism and they carry that with them, right? So my goal is to release them of that as much as I can.
He's a liar, yeah.
And then we've got Of Yours. So this is John's website, Of Yours Products, right? And all of your candles are named after people, right?
Well, being on the road, I just miss being with my family. You know, it's hard to find time to be off and come back home or be off and be with other friends of mine. Wherever I go on the road, I always have a candle just to ground me. And so wherever we go, I have that sense of stability. And it just made sense to put that feeling of home and that feeling of ease and incorporate it with the people who raise that up in me.
We are going to keep asking you guys about your businesses and what inspired you and get into some crazy shit, but we are here to play some games. So we're going to play some Fall Guys.
I wanted to shout out a little bit of the Queer is Dope merchandise. So I'm gonna
perfect.
Pour my beer in there
beer cold
for tonight.
That's true.
The way this game works is that it's a battle royale and you're just trying to get through levels and qualify, and so it starts with 60 something players and you're working to be the last one. So while we are going here, if you are in the audience, I want to know, what do you think is the sexiest accent? In your opinion, what is the sexiest accent that you can hear?
I really like the French accent. I'll go ahead and go first.
Oh, oui.
It does things for me and my soul and my goods, all of those things.
It is a popular one amongst my female clients, I will say that. They really do love hearing that.
What are they using it for?
I'd say personal lives, I felt.
Okay, yeah.
Motherfucker.
You know, you joke, but I have had clients where I've worked with them before and they never explicitly say it, but clearly it's for some sort of bedroom role play purposes.
Yeah. If you've got the money to invest in that, good on you.
Yeah, how is that not your tagline? I'll help you out in the bedroom. That should be your tagline.
Spice up your sex life.
This is already a difficult game for me, and just this conversation.
Danny Puffin says New Zealand, and then also French. And then, who's that? Sea Sword says South African. Okay, that accent is wild. What?
That's wild. I wouldn't call it attractive either.
Anytime I've heard it, I'm like, you sound like you're from 3 different places all at once.
Do your best French accent for us, Andrew, and I'll help you.
I speak. All I know is like you have to be like.
Oh yeah, very glottally in your throat.
Oh, really? I sound like the fucking candle from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
What did you call me?
Bonjour.
Lan
A
and
baguette,
shit.
A bag of chips.
We're all a bunch
All
of
a
baggage.
bunch of baguettes. That's fantastic.
So that could be a great phrase on a shirt.
That needs
So
to be
if you're in the audience, don't forget that is one of your jobs right now.
Just straight
Anything that gets-
baguetry. Oh my god.
But counterintuitively, instead of the art being a baguette, it should just be a bunch of gays.
And you just
with
no bread at all.
mustaches and cigarettes.
Like instead of being a gaggle of gays, it's
it's a baguetry. Oh my god, it's baguette. A baguetry. So John, what has been the biggest struggle for you? What has been the hardest thing starting of your products?
Like from the ground up.
Yeah, like so what's your biggest struggle there?
I'm such a planner and I want to have everything ready that if things are going well, I'm already surprised. Like I'm surprised I'm not a millionaire. Like I wake up every day like, why am I not a millionaire yet? I've been open 4 months.
What's going on? Right? Yes, I feel that. Yeah.
Famous. What am I doing wrong? Knowing that I'm doing good and wanting to get better and doing my best to get better and knowing that I will get there. But it's the patience issue.
Yes.
I
feel that.
So you and I are both Leos. We both I think we're on the same page on a lot of things in that respect. But you posted something on Twitter today, I think, or on Instagram today that was like, just start the business. You can make it better as you go.
You can make it perfect later.
That's the fact, because someone needs whatever idea you have, whatever you want to do. If you have the idea, there's no reason you shouldn't put it out there. Because people mess up, people make mistakes, and you'll learn as you go.
Okay, we'll see how good he does.
Playing with some balls. I'm good at balls. I'm good with that.
Oh my. I mean, he is.
People who are good with balls always say, "I'm good at balls."
I'm good at balls.
I was gonna say we've already got some people in the chat identifying a couple of phrases. I wake up every day like, why am I not a millionaire yet? That'd be some good art.
He just took it from you and ran.
It's like a bad sports movie.
He's a triceratops. A triceratops stopping you from scoring. I'll tell you that.
Are you supposed to try to score in the blue side, or were you supposed to try and score in the yellow side?
That is a great question.
Wow.
The world may never know.
Oh my, too gay for sports.
John, we asked you what your biggest struggle was. What's been your biggest success?
Yeah.
2 days ago, they were arguing on Twitter about starter candles and luxury candles and things like that. So usually when I see things like that, I just kind of plug in my info or I give I don't want to say expertise yet because I haven't been doing it 10,000 hours, but just like what I know. And I did it and I went pretty viral in that chat and it led to over 36% of my total sales came from 2 days.
Wild and amazing.
Oh, wow.
Give him a round of applause. Give this man a round of
applause.
applause.
I hit the Twitter
Clap
jackpot.
for this man. Clap for this man.
You'll learn it as you go.
So if you're in the chat, I want you to share a win that you had this week.
I was just gonna say I got my first shot today. My first
Oh
vaccine
yes,
today. That's a win.
I also
think.
got my first.
Come on,
I also got my
Bostonian.
first shot for the vaccine on Tuesday.
Danny Puffins says they learned how to use Procreate so they can grow up to be like Andrew.
Oh my god, I saw your first sketch of like the weasel. It was so cute.
Procreate.
Wait,
That's some kind of straight
Oh
thing,
my
right?
god, not when I use it. I'll tell you that right now.
What is your favorite dialect to teach or to perform? Either one.
The teacher's probably got to be sort of a high-class British received pronunciation dialect. But I've got to say my favourite one to perform has got to be probably an Irish accent.
Oh yes, I do have an Irish accent.
Yeah, and you do a good one, and you should. With your red
I
hair.
know it's all right. Yeah, you just have to And that's exactly how all Irish people sound. I hope that's what you take away.
Exactly. When you're in doubt, just go toity toity toy. Something about Lucky Charms. There you go.
Just saying songs.
There was this thread on Twitter about the MCU and what they would smell like, certain characters and what they would smell like. It was Tony Stark was Old Spice and Thor smelled like toasted marshmallows.
Yes.
Who do you think would smell the best, John, in the MCU?
Who do I want to smell the most? Is that what you're
Yeah, also that.
Honestly, probably Captain America. He probably smells like
America.
gunpowder.
Yeah, freedom.
Gunpowder is definitely true. He smells like gunpowder and possibly racism. So
Maybe a little bit of classic racism there, yeah.
As opposed to the modern racism, the classic.
you mean overt as opposed to covert?
Covert, yes.
Your take on like doing people and like having people as sense is like very unique and super
It's
cool.
super
Like
cool,
it
yeah.
definitely makes you stand out amongst all of the candle things. Like I think that is just the tits. Like it's so cool.
If you're in the chat, if you could create a queer as dope scent, what do you think queer as dope would smell like? Danny just says weed. And that was definitely one of our ideas.
We like
And you're
candles
not
to
wrong.
cover up the scent of weed. Thank you very much. So it's not that's kind of counterintuitive.
I feel like John's green, like, sleekness lends itself towards, like, I don't know, German efficiency. Like, it makes me think a car on the Autobahn.
Okay, yes.
Probably won't see that.
If you could summarize a German accent in like 3 bullet points, what would they be?
Yes, so it is very staccato, right? A very choppy dialect. I think it is lots of upward, lots of questions, yes. And lots of devoiced consonants. So you're, instead of judge, like judge, it would be chudge, right? You would devoice that, chudge,
Like German.
right? And very crisp, nimble tip of the tongue, right? My German is always a gay little German boy. That is how I start German for some reason. So, what were the other?
Ones were
we're gonna
Bostonian, which makes sense with a cactus to me.
Yeah, right. Your vowels are all open. It's what we call non-rhotic, which means they drop their final I's, right? So instead of R, you get ka. And for me, it's a little bit out the side of your mouth. You want to have a little bit of a smirk on your face when you do it, right? I think that's going to help.
When I'm out here dying, because I'm going to fall a lot
Yeah.
like a fall guy.
That leaves you with either, let's see, Brooklyn or Canadian.
I don't want to do Brooklyn because we got a New England already up there. So
we're walking it.
The Canadian is so
I'm walking it.
he's already walking there. A Canadian is so, like, there's so few differences between a general American and a Canadian. So I'm going to take Canada and move just slightly south, and we'll do a little bit of a Midwestern accent, and
Yes.
I'll also be a very effeminate Midwestern person. How about that, huh?
Whatever.
That sound okay?
Whoever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be here on Quizdo.
That sounds
Queer.
Yeah.
You
Queer.
found
Oh,
queer.
Uncle Johnny said he was a queer.
Queer?
Oh.
And then in answer
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
question about what a queer as dope candle would sound like, our former roommate Chelsea is shading us and saying weed and dirty feet.
Was it the bathroom smelled like? Was it the bathroom smelled like dirty feet, or was that you guys, your feet were
We just never
constantly
cleaned
dirty?
it.
What was
And I
the?
have a lot of body
Okay.
hair.
I got the sticky feet here. Over here. I got the ones with the sticky feet
All you
here.
have this stinky
Yeah, they
feet.
sweat. I sweat a whole lot. When you're doing an accent, you gotta say where you're from a lot. I'm in Boston, Peyton. I'm over here from Fall Guys, Peyton, in Boston.
I see.
Oh, we're doing British. Yes. Here we are. Yeah.
Okay. You know that.
Isn't it?
default.
It's default, isn't it?
Give me your tail.
Come on.
Would you kindly, please? Tail.
I want to tell you a tale about your tail. Let me reach your tail.
That'd be fun. A Boston person trying to do a British accent, but failing.
And just being like, fuck
What
you,
would
I'm
that
from
sound
Boston.
Biggest struggle, I mean, I've said it a couple times now, but I have for a long time really struggled with imposter syndrome. Who am I to tell people anything? Like, why would anyone give me money for anything? You know, like it's just I struggle with that a lot on a day-to-day basis. I'm slowly starting to get over that, especially because one of my biggest successes is like as of November, I can pay the bills as a dialect coach, which is like a really awesome
That's a
thing
big
to
deal.
do.
That's a big deal, yeah. We haven't talked about where did your name come from for the company of yours?
Oh, of yours. You know, I spoke earlier about how these scents really are friends of mine and family members of mine. And I really want to kind of introduce these people into my customers' homes and into my clients' homes so they can be friends of yours, you know, and maybe they will remind you of your own mother, your own friend, or a vacation of yours. You know, just connecting people in a global family.
Right.
You know, it's just at the time, you know, it's just like feeling alone.
Oh my gosh,
you know,
yes,
or lonely.
we all been
It's
right
like,
there.
Oh shit! Ah,
I don't.
Fuck.
Oh.
But I got a trophy for what that's
That
worth.
is worth 4 internet dollars, so you can just take that right to the bank. Yeah.
Before we get to this final round, I do want to show off a couple of Queer is Dope things here real quick. So this is our website, www.queerisdope.com, and in a couple of weeks, there will be something available on this website based on something we said in this stream right here. So here, based on our last stream with Atomic Pixies, we have our artwork for Magic is Just Science You Don't Understand Yet. One thing we like to do is we like to try and, you know, put an item that is reminiscent of the people that we streamed with, and B, one of the members of Atomic Pixie said, I make it my solemn vow to get my words on an ass. So
we put it on an ass.
We put it on an ass. It's on some underwear.
Yeah, so
You like this, so you
exactly.
put it on
If you like it, you better put it on an ass. Put an
Right.
ass on it. That's
Coming
how
soon.
If you like it, then you better put an ass on it.
Also
That's what I
true.
think, yeah. If you like it, then just put your ass on it.
While we're looking at art, that's our next piece.
That's the gay agenda,
So
you guys. Just touch
I'm
on
here
it.
for it.
That is actually
That's
true.
an agenda I feel comfortable promoting.
Yeah, no. Taco Tuesday, touching butts. That's the gay agenda. Yeah.
So go check out our website. We got cool stuff
Sure.
there. We think anyway. And then in a couple weeks, we'll have more cool stuff inspired by this stream with John and Scott.
Yeah, what accents are we doing? Someone throw an accent at me. I'll do, as long as I know how to do it. Whatever.
Oh, that'd be a good
Australia.
one, yeah.
That's one of my not easiest
Can you
ones,
do
but
New
let's see.
Zealand
Right.
better than Australian? Or?
Got him.
No, I'd rather do Australian.
Oh, that's
Here we
good,
are.
that's good.
Margot Robbie.
Let's go.
Shrimp on the barbie with Margot Robbie. Yes.
But Shrimp on the Barbie with Margot Robbie is gonna be like that's gonna live in my head rent free now for like months. I hope you know.
Shrimp on the barbie with Margot Robbie. Yeah. My German accent is the most fun because it's a gay little laugh. And here I am now. I'm gonna end this, and my fiance, who may or may not be watching, he said he was going to, is gonna judge the fuck out of me. For that. I love my fiance, and this is one of the things I love about him, and I don't mind saying this on camera. Like, I love that he's judging me. Like, he's got standards. You know what I mean?
Always starts with you know he's always going to tell you how it is.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I love you, baby. I'm about to get in a lot of trouble.
Friends, we cannot thank you enough for coming on Queer is Dope today. And everyone in the chat, we cannot thank you enough for being here.
Thank you so much.
Being part of our Queer is Dope community and making it lively.
It's growing.
Scott, tell us one more time, where can people find you? Where can people follow you?
Go to my website, actorsdialectcoach.com. I offer free 15-minute consultations via Zoom for anyone who's
amazing.
interested.
Do that.
So,
Everybody do that.
yeah, I'll be honest with you if I think I can help you or not, right? So take advantage of that, and we'll
Scott's like,
chat.
I can't
I
help
can't
you.
help you. No.
That was more a dig on me and myself. Like, I'm not good enough, rather than you're not.
Well,
So
it's
say
probably
that.
case by case as to whose fault it is.
That's probably true.
John, where can people find you?
You can find me personally on Instagram, the John Devereaux. But the candle business, Of Yours Products, at Of Yours Products, and the website is ofyoursproducts.com.
Hell yes.
Also on Twitter.
Yeah,
Of
and
Yours.
let me just reiterate that John is a great social media follow.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
make sure you do that and go buy some candles. Go
thank
get
you.
you a sample pack. You guys did a great job of identifying phrases today.
There
So
were
we will
some
be
really great ones.
we will be having you vote on those if you're follow Queer as Dope on Instagram or Twitter. And then next Saturday, we will be here on twitch.tv/QDope. Creating that art together as a community. So we want your feedback. We want your ideas. We want to know, what do you want to see on, a mask, a fanny pack, a shirt, a print, whatever.
We have options here. So yeah, what do you want me? Well, I'll sketch it up. Let's go. We'll do it.
Yeah. Well, once again, John and Scott, you guys are amazing.
So
Thank you so
good.
much.
Thank you so much for being here.
We love you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, thank you for having
Thank
us.
you for having us. Thanks for doing what you do, guys.
Thank you.
Queer as Dope community, thank you. And until next time, be queer as dope.